Welcome to the Lesbian Podcast. I'm Becca B, and I'm here with Olga, Steffi's mama. Hello, mama. Welcome.
Hello, it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited to have you and ask you all these juicy questions and get the tea
Uh,
from mama. I'm here
Mama.
to have a tea party with you, and I'm going to just start with my first question right off the bat. I'm going to start firing them at you. What
Okay.
did you do when your first daughter came out to you as gay? Because you have two daughters who are gay. So,
Yeah.
what did you do when the first one came out to you?
So I have two daughters and a son. And yeah, when the oldest came out, I was very young. So I just want to prefix it by saying that I was very ignorant and young. But she went away to college and she dedicated her first year to like smoking, playing billiard, and doing all these things. So one time she came home and I can smell that she was smoking. She had like this tongue earring, and it was just a couple of many things. And after being at home for like an hour or two, she literally came out and said, "Hey, mom, I want to tell you that I'm gay. I'm a lesbian." And I was, "What? What do you mean you're gay? You're a lesbian?" And I was kind of like in shock.
Okay, yeah. First reaction, first stage, shock.
Shock. And then I said, you know what? You got to rebuke that. That's kind of like from the devil, and it's all wrong, and God's plan is perfect. And she got really strong with me, and she talked back to me, and I just lost it, and I threw her against the closet door, which were mirror doors at the time. I'm not proud of it, but I threw her there, and I just kind of like grabbed her, and ugh, gosh, I would go to jail right now. If I said what I
No,
did.
I mean,
I would go to
not
jail.
the best
She was an adult, by the
reaction.
way. She was an adult already. I couldn't my reaction was I threw her, and then I grabbed her by the neck, and I'm like, "You can't be lesbian." And it was bad. It was real
Denial,
bad.
denial for sure. That was definitely the second stage. What? Oh, what year was this?
Uh, Gosh. So Chrissy was born 1985, so think she was 19. She was 18. She was 18.
She was 18 years old.
She was
Got it.
18 and that was her first year of college. So you're talking in 1990 in the 90s. Oh, 2003? Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
three.
There goes my math.
Oh, three. Yeah. So
But
she
yeah.
was your firstborn. She went away to college. She came back and she was like, "Mama, I'm gay. I'm a lesbian." And you did not like that,
No,
according to
and
your
the thing
story.
is that she had boyfriends before.
Okay.
She always wore very low cut dresses, short dresses. Like, I know back in the day you knew less than now because that doesn't make you a lesbian that you look like very feminine, but she was very, very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
So I never thought in a million years that she would be gay. It wasn't a word that we talked about in our family, although my first cousin is gay. So,
Gotcha. Understood. So then, fast forward some time. Here comes Steffi, your second daughter, and she's telling you the same thing. She's telling you she feels the same way.
yeah, so Stephanie was a way different scenario. Um, I, not in a million years, thought I would have two daughters that were gay. Because you grow up in a certain way, especially I grew up in a very Christian home where you leave the house to marry in the white dress and the whole white picket fence, blah blah. But when Stephanie told me, first of all, Stephanie never had boyfriends. And
Okay.
then Stephanie was, she was big, she was a little chunky, and I thought that she had some, you know, probably self-esteem issues growing up because she was so big and she was the biggest in their class. So I thought that's the reason she didn't have boyfriends. Like I didn't associate it to anything other than
She was.
What the fuck, Mom?
well, you were a
Whoa.
little bit chunky and you're beautiful.
Continue your story.
So continuing.
So, as she's growing, I'm thinking, well, eventually she'll, get into shape and
The ugly duckling syndrome.
no, she's always been beautiful. She's always had beautiful smile, beautiful face. She just was really big. And so anyway, I never forget I was in the vanity in sitting down wearing makeup. And Stephanie came home and Stephanie came from her room and the vanity was very big. We had like a long bench. And then she sat next to me and she says, she put her arms like this, like on top of me like this, and says, Mom, I need to talk to you. And I was like, oh, shit. Because every time one of your kids tell you, I got to talk to you, you're like, oh, shit. And by this time, I'm raising them alone, so it's kind of a lot. And she says, I got to talk to you. And I just don't want you to react, overreact. And I was like, just give it to me. Just tell me what happened. And she told me, yeah, I'm a lesbian. Literally like that, because Steffi doesn't sugarcoat anything. And I looked at her and said,
Short, strict, sweet, to the point.
excuse me? And she goes, I just want you to know I'm a lesbian.
I said bisexual, but yeah, everybody starts as bisexual. Then
Well, yeah, but I
to
never
their
met like a
parents.
boyfriend of yours or anything
Sometimes.
like that. And then the thing is that she tells me, the first thing I asked her was, is it because your sister is gay that you want to be gay? Like, are you jealous and you want to be
Yeah,
gay?
no, the monkey
Is
see,
that all?
monkey
Like,
do.
did she teach you something? So obviously here I'm still blaming Chris. And then Stephanie tells me, no, Mom, I've always been like this. And I never forget, she told me, when I was in kinder, I kissed a girl. And that's when I knew
Not like this.
that I was a lesbian. I was like, in kinder? Like, what the heck are you talking about? So anyway, so she told me, and I did not react like I reacted with Chris, where I kind of beat the crap out of her because I thought she had a lot of stuff going on. I literally just
Beat the gay out of her. And it's like we're laughing and we're making these jokes, but obviously a
was
lot
not
of
fun,
healing.
no.
Because
It's the past. I overreacted with Chris totally, and she didn't deserve that, but I was very stupid and ignorant. And all I did with Stephanie is after she made sure to tell me that Chris had nothing to do with her being a lesbian, that it wasn't that she passed it on, I hugged her. I literally hugged her in the bathroom. I just hugged her and I told her it'll be okay. And Stephanie's always been very needy. So she was like, are you going to love me? You said, are you going to love me less? And I said, no. And I hugged you.
Fair question, yeah.
And that was it. And then obviously, I don't think I slept that night. I said, so now I have two lesbian girls. Now I'm waiting for Steven to come up and tell me, hey, Mom, I'm gay. and then at the time, I said, well, maybe if they're all gay, maybe I'm gay too.
No, yeah. think about yourself.
There's nothing wrong with it, by the way.
Get your life together.
I love men. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I just love men. Yeah. And I love my baby now, my soulmate. I'm married for the second time. Second time's the best time around. But yeah,
alrighty.
And she believes in soulmates.
yeah, and basically, yeah. I mean, I'm super proud of both of them. They're beautiful souls. I was stupid back in the time, and I have to tell you, I wished there was a group in the early 2000s to help us moms deal with our teenager kids coming out.
Yeah.
Because that did not exist. That was a taboo. Now it's more, open.
Of course,
But
yeah.
but back then it was kind of like me, myself, and I, and I'm like, how do I even tell my friends, or who do I talk to about this? And I couldn't talk about your dad. Did you talk to your dad about this? Did he know, or was he in denial?
Did he know?
I don't know.
I think he said we were going to go to hell.
Damn. that Woody shade.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, I was already
natural
separated or
reaction.
divorced. I don't know. But all I know is that I wish there was a group. And, I'm the biggest ally. We have 3 girls that are gay in our family. I have 5 kids, 3 mine, 2 my husband's. And the 3 girls are gay and the boys are not. So it's all good.
A balance
I
of
mean,
the sexes. Yeah.
it's all good. I mean, you know what? And then some of your friends are like my daughters. Like
Yeah.
Holly, those are my girls. They're like, I don't make that distinction. I'm not one. I think I'm a really cool mom,
Yeah.
honestly.
She's
Are.
not a regular
I
mom.
think I'm a really cool mom. I'm sorry, Chrissy. I know I was not cool with you. I know you're hearing this. I was young. I was stupid. I'm sorry. There's nothing more I can say. But, you just kind of opened up the
Chris
way
is
for
my
everything
sister.
else.
Shout out to the firstborns, all the
I know.
firstborns out there.
Yep.
You
I
got
think,
the brunt of it.
do you think she still resents me?
Yes.
I
Oh,
think we, I think we,
JK.
no, I think we gotta get her on at some point, and she's gonna say how much I loved her.
Okay.
all right.
No, that was not true. I just kicked her ass so many times. So anyway, your kids are your kids. Love them because I know of stories where kids commit
Yes.
suicide because their parents love them less just because
Yeah.
they're different. And who am I to judge and say that you were born that way, that you weren't, that you turned, that you did? Like, who made me judge an executioner, right?
Yes.
So
Proud of you, Mom.
I love you,
Proud of
baby.
you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You
Thank
be
you for
you.
coming to the Lesbian podcast. You may now ascend your way out of my
Kicking me out or kicking me out, leaving
Get
me.
out of here!
Bye.
Choice.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Mom.
you.
Sure. That was fun.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Come here, Chrissy. Let me love you. Let me give you a kiss. Come here, baby. Come here.
You go through her.
Come
Meet
here.
her halfway. Meet her halfway.
Come here. I'm sorry. that
Full
I'm
frontal.
Such a horrible mom. And I almost choked you and threw you against the closet.
I don't know if she's exaggerating.
I'm not
All
exaggerating.
right.
I am not exaggerating. Remember
I
that?
just found this out. Thanks.
I went like this and I go, you're not a lesbian.
Oh my-
Yep. Hypnosis, here I go.
No, sister.
And then I said, rebuke it.
Blocked out.
And then I said, those are the people in college. They're turning on you.
Wow.
You don't remember any of that?
Explains the 12 years of drugs.
Blocked out
She was a
memories.
rebel. No, Chrissy was a rebel. But
She
do
got
you
the shit
remember-
beat out of
do you
her.
remember any of
No,
that?
I don't remember that.
Oh,
And it's
shit.
for good reason.
I'm gonna take all back. I just made all that up. None of that happened. I just said,
No,
all
that's good
right.
because this year- And we're back. That was crazy.
Yeah. I was not expecting all of that, honestly.
I think that was awesome, but also that was crazy. Okay.
I mean, we shouldn't expect any less from Olga, honestly.
But I mean, a round of applause for that woman because she left it all on the field. That's for sure. She came honest, and our fucking podcast is about honesty and transparency. And the fact that she could open up and be so vulnerable about something not so well about her character, and she's able to express that and express her fault in it. I mean, and share her story. I mean, that's powerful, and that's what we need in this world, man. Like that was like fucking hands up, hands
Yeah. To see your family of the
Shout out to Chris Sand. Sorry, babe.
Yeah,
Shout out to
shout out
Chris
to
Sand
Chris.
too.
for sure. But to see a family that's at a point of healing to where you can talk about it so openly and freely, and you can joke about it and have a laugh and understand that we're all human, and And those kinds of reactions, they're from the experiences that we were given. Like her mom
Yeah.
only reacted that way because that's the only way she knew how to react. She knew nothing else.
Yeah. There's no internet, no nothing, no knowledge of you could break a generational curse, a generational chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a different era, and my mom has come such a long way, and she's just like so accepting of everything now. And I mean, I love my mom so much. She's the coolest for sure.
I love to hear that. I love to hear you say that.
I think this episode really, it's a really good way to like end it, end this season. I think it's a really good way to end it. My mom gave an incredible story. Obviously, we're always going to try to be as real as possible with you guys. I guess a little bit too much in this episode.
Yeah, I really think that the theme of the episode was growth, right? Like evolving through the ages.
Yeah, I think
like
the message.
the
Yeah.
way that your mom has evolved, and it's just life,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, everybody just like try to remember that love is the answer. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. My name is Steffi Lee. This is Lesbian Podcasting. Wait, let me say that again.
You forgot about me.
This is the Lesbian Podcast. I'm Steffi. Wait. This is the Lesbian Podcast. I'm Steffi Lee.
I'm Becca B.
And we'll see you next time. Let's go. Yes. Oh. Love you,
Don't
babe.
fist bump. Fisting me.
All right.
Don't
All
fucking
right.
fist
Calm
me.
down. Damn.